Have you been told you're doing everything right for your bones? Eating healthy, staying active, maybe even taking calcium supplements? Yet you still feel your joints ache, your posture slouch, or your bones weaken? What if I told you that some of the foods you've been told are healthy could actually be making your bones weaker every single day? You see, bone health isn't just about calcium. And it's not just about age. It's about the signals your body receives from your food, your hormones, and your gut. Today, we're going to uncover 5 so-called healthy foods that are secretly damaging your bones, especially if you're over 50. If you've ever struggled with joint pain, spinal discomfort, poor posture, or you've been told your bone density is decreasing, this is the video you need to see. And most importantly, I'll also show you exactly what to eat instead, so you can rebuild bone strength naturally. Before we dive in, drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever had a fracture or been told you have low bone density. Or drop a 0 if you want to keep your bones strong for life. Now let's get into the foods you should never eat if you care about your bones. Food number 1, low-fat yogurt. Wait, isn't yogurt supposed to be great for bones? Yes, but not the low-fat kind. Most people reach for low-fat yogurt thinking it's the heart-healthy, bone-friendly option. But here's the truth. When manufacturers remove the fat from yogurt, they also remove many of the fat-soluble vitamins your bones desperately need, like vitamin D and vitamin K2. And to make up for the bland flavor that comes from stripping out the fat, they often load it with added sugars, artificial flavors, and thickeners. That sugar causes inflammation, disrupts your gut bacteria, and triggers blood sugar spikes, all of which contribute to bone breakdown over time. You might be getting calcium from yogurt, yes, but without vitamin D and K2 to guide it into your bones, that calcium may not be doing what you think it is. In fact, it may be getting deposited into soft tissues like your arteries instead. So what should you eat? Opt for full-fat, plain Greek yogurt or unsweetened fermented dairy like kefir. These options contain healthy fats, probiotics for gut health, and more bioavailable calcium. And if you want to flavor it, add berries or cinnamon, not sugar. Let's move on to a health food that's hiding in plain sight in most people's homes. Food number 2, whole wheat bread. You've probably been told to switch from white bread to whole wheat bread for better nutrition and fiber. But here's the problem. Modern wheat is not the same as it was 100 years ago. Today's wheat is often processed at high temperatures, stripped of nutrients, and sprayed with chemicals. But the biggest problem for bone health? Phytic acid. Phytic acid is an anti-nutrient found in whole grains, especially wheat bran. It binds to important minerals like calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, and blocks their absorption in your digestive tract. That means every time you eat whole wheat toast or sandwiches made with brown bread, you might be robbing your bones of the very minerals they need to stay dense and strong. Now, this doesn't mean you can never eat bread again, but if it's part of your daily routine, you may want to rethink it. Instead, choose sourdough bread, which has been naturally fermented, reducing phytic acid. Or try ancient grains like spelt or einkorn, which are easier to digest and gentler on mineral absorption. Still with me? Because food number 3 might surprise you even more. Food number 3, spinach. Yes, we're talking about spinach, the leafy green superstar that's supposed to be in every healthy meal plan. Don't get me wrong, spinach is loaded with nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin C, and fiber. But when it comes to bone health, spinach has a dark side. It contains oxalates, compounds that bind to calcium in the gut and prevent it from being absorbed. That means you might think you're getting a calcium-rich salad, but your body might not be able to use much of it. And worse, oxalates can build up in the body over time and contribute to kidney stones, especially in people with weak gut function or low magnesium. So, what's the solution? You don't have to ditch greens, just rotate your greens. Instead of spinach every day, try arugula, collard greens, mustard greens, kale in moderation, dandelion greens. These leafy vegetables are still rich in calcium and magnesium, but lower in oxalates, meaning your bones get more of what they actually need. Let's talk about something a little sweeter now, and a lot more dangerous than it looks. Food number 4, orange juice with added calcium. This one is marketed as the ultimate bone booster, a bright, cheery drink fortified with calcium. But don't be fooled. Most commercial orange juices are loaded with sugar, sometimes more than a can of soda. And that sugar spikes insulin and promotes inflammation, both of which weaken bone density over time. But what about the calcium? Isn't that the important part? Yes, but there's a catch. The calcium added to orange juice is often calcium carbonate, a form that is poorly absorbed, especially in older adults. Without enough stomach acid, which decreases with age, your body can't even break it down properly. That means you get the sugar, but not the strength. Worse, orange juice has almost no magnesium or vitamin K2, which are essential partners in helping your body actually deposit calcium into bones, and not into your arteries. Instead, eat whole oranges or try a small glass of freshly squeezed juice without added sugar. But don't rely on it as your calcium source. Better yet, get calcium from leafy greens, almonds, sardines, or dairy with fat and K2. Ready for the final one? This one is in every grocery store and every healthy kitchen. Food number 5, soy milk. Soy milk is often seen as a healthy alternative to dairy, especially for people who are lactose intolerant. But when it comes to bone health, soy milk can be a hidden threat. Here's why. Most commercial soy milks are made from genetically modified soybeans, and many contain phytoestrogens, plant compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. For women over 50 who are already experiencing changes in hormone levels, this can disrupt natural estrogen balance, which is critical for bone density. Additionally, soy contains phytates, like we mentioned with whole wheat, that block mineral absorption. And unless it's fortified, soy milk has very little natural calcium or magnesium. Plus, many soy milks are made with vegetable oils and added sugar, both of which increase inflammation and make bones more fragile over time. What's a better choice? If you need a non-dairy alternative, choose unsweetened almond milk, coconut milk, or cashew milk, and make sure it's fortified with bioavailable calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D3. And keep your protein up with real whole food sources, not just processed soy. Let's pause and reflect for a moment. These foods, low-fat yogurt, whole wheat bread, spinach, fortified orange juice, and soy milk, are all marketed as healthy. But in the context of aging, hormonal shifts, inflammation, and nutrient absorption, they may do more harm than good. But here's the good news. When you remove these foods from your diet, or at least cut them back, and replace them with bone-supporting foods, your body begins to respond surprisingly fast. Let's talk about what you should eat instead. 5 foods that rebuild bone strength. If you want to rebuild strong, resilient bones, here's what your plate should include. 1. Sardines with bones. A natural source of calcium, vitamin D, omega-3s, and phosphorus, all in one. 2. Full-fat dairy with K2. Cheese from grass-fed cows is especially rich in vitamin K2, which helps calcium go into bones and stay out of arteries. 3. Leafy greens like collards and arugula. High in calcium, magnesium, and low in oxalates, which means better absorption. 4. Bone broth. Packed with collagen, glycine, and minerals that support bone flexibility and density. 5. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds are rich in magnesium, zinc, and plant-based calcium. Also, consider supplementing with vitamin D3 plus K2, especially if you don't get regular sun exposure. These nutrients are key for bone metabolism and absorption of dietary calcium. Now let's quickly recap everything you learned. Avoid or limit these foods. Low-fat yogurt. Lacks fat-soluble vitamins, often full of sugar. Whole wheat bread. High in phytic acid, blocks mineral absorption. Spinach, daily. Too many oxalates, poor calcium absorption. Orange juice with calcium, sugar spike, low calcium usability. Soy milk, phytoestrogens, phytates, low nutrient bioavailability. Replace them with full-fat yogurt or kefir, fermented sourdough or ancient grains, low oxalate greens, whole fruits over juices, fortified nut milks or dairy with K2, and keep your meals rich in magnesium, collagen, vitamin D, vitamin K2, calcium, and anti-inflammatory fats. Your bones aren't just solid sticks, they're living, responsive tissue. Every bite you eat sends a message to your body, build up or break down. What message are you sending? If this video helped you, drop a 1 in the comments and let me know which food surprised you the most. Or type, "I'm rebuilding," if you're ready to protect your bones starting today. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. We're building a community of strong, informed, and empowered seniors. One smart choice at a time. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every day you make a better food choice is a step towards stronger bones and a longer, more mobile life. Stay steady, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.